Assalamu alaikum badi damorlal jibilal banko kan anin banko e bantala kal bismillah fansum programme de kafume ko BITILOO nin kana Eyeafrica TV iNews anin iRadio annal badi manene mes kuja bi jani beduna programme kono bawo signol anin kukenyol tarang nimmil ka kolke up and down wala nindi ko Gambia atin banko de mi yalan ko christianol anin muslimol wala denta bankola no matter what katandi ko 95% wala 90% abe muslim multi christian no fana ela ni ta soto banko kanne wo kambalan ditelle ka wulin kanna ko ke ngetel fana ni na moltara dalta keta adoti aketa chosanoti aketa tarambuloti mi yalan ko kunun keta christmas ifti bi keta christmas hoti badin christian on bafle ko merry christmas to you atel me bill and Allah family the entire christian community bafle ko merry christmas family seconde fumala family puntala namba fle ko merry christmas to jada kunla family the entire family of abujata mbafle ko merry christmas kabojan kata fo kasamas dam gondira andula ko tan to nin kata fenete mi yalan ko watu wade sango sang etelfna christmas o december 25th e ka juralo ke fenna mi yalan ko wolum etelfna la e taram bulolti mi yalan ko wolum la dinol anim fanna ko tangol abutum mbafle fana ko merry christmas o boren ko laaje ka mari mansatla tentu ka jayi tumo mina fele muntana studio kono ba fala mari mansatla ko e baraka afle bi keta tenen mi yalan ko dunta studio kono ka tentu ka jayi mbe duwa fana kala mol mi yanko be ngata ndala mal tout centre president anim la ko tan to e fo ala sañi ma bondi kan kata fo mil tano to fo ala sañi ma bondi kay sesko kono kayro kono kelo bo fana min fana to be duwa la fo ala sa kelo dibe ngo fana to ka kayro nen tenko nin nyatota ka sabati nduwo fannala binna studio kono honorable ABLIE BOJANG wala bijanto be kacal kala fanna ko tan dal fannal biye mi yalan ko when it comes to transport union ye press list do bonne mi yalan ko safno ko press conference mun ngol ya bondi mi yalan ko ya kuma kan dol foje abuto go kuma kan dol fana jibera nim boto wor fana to ate momot sabal fana ta baren kuma do kuma kan bankile tumo mina ko ay watindin kele aman diam aba tenkundin aba dering aba kul jibe kan kulbita kan nya sifa nya dire bari ala silencing aya breakle o boren kola je fana be kul fana jibel mi anko mi yalan ko nin temmena e ko ngun ketan kunun katandi ko MPP lafta barama kote ngo do wutula kabonan UDP mi yalan ko isko force national president fo wolom bang ikafay ko bajamba bojang abutum kera fatu nata akumandi ikajata nyami fana bo ko fana bari audio do fana na finte mi yalan ko ka fay ko serim BOJANG ay mintandi audio nin ko wonen ko kera fatu fon aba kumanda kiti ko yangotol akamta ko ako wada for information of character for information of character ala audio kono ay min fon ko senka bari bi be katakelo fana lal anim fana the current situation of the country nga kalamta fana ko the President of the Republic of the Gambia, Mr. Adama Barrow, ayala tentiro anin jairo anin ka si jango jata kende harje firin laban kunyima aya wis Christian community net ke hakedan ka foy ko ni mu fennet mi yalon ko abe tentula kan abe jaila kan abe konton na konton diro dandula be mu fen minti wala nindi ko ka foy ko Merry Christmas to you anyantala komin o borom ko radio fana UDP fana statement o safale ka Christian community ani Christianul dawoda banko kan anin banko e bantala ke wis ka fay ko Merry Christmas kontondiro anin tentiro nin jeyro anin fana ka duwa laban kuñi mala banko kan wala fana kata akamta ko nin tembe nan ba min kala wala Mr. BOJANG honorable ABLIE BOJANG ba fle ko bismillah studio kono ate BITILOO programme la nene mes BOJANG ABLIE BOJANG ABLIE
yeah memol we konton nene Eyeafrica mol be Gambia no ani be Gambia bantala e be jibe ko cekan na badingol na mol melbe loptanol to melbe bunjangol to an wasifal bunjawol to so presence alama alay togo membe kan alama alaya bondi kan alama alaya Gambia ma koy ay na nyaton kolbe ma koy ye miro so men sentol be sambano asembe na fano mbem fon la family kontona mbani fa na muso and everybody brothers sisters everybody be Gambia no be kontona nene
abaraka ba ko kumata beta da fenno mi yalan ko wati ni sita wati ka min ke wolon ka duwa banko la tenko ni kayro ni nyato tala akola sinaka ta fenno mi yan ko tenko ni kayro mi wolon ko kan budung ni tembene ba min ke la wolon ko transport union press release min ke mbella mo lo press release len den sinanga ko muta nga kono fana man den nim gototo sita kudol to million ko wolle fana mo
addu kalpe driver yi jël seen xaalis jël seen alal seen ñoom dem di ko jàppaaneew loolu moo am si dëkk bi that's open secret nu IGP di Inspector General of Police moo jëlee fi communiqué mu ne on all official checkpoint nañ jëlee si kaw tali waxu ko fi ban moo génn xanaa da nga naa yokk kay I don't know whether IGP amul command or whatsoever, I don't know, because I cannot be a IGP make a recommendation not on official, you know how the official checkpoints, we know that. Nangere si kaw tali ba tey bu mu waxee loolu la checkpoint nga naa yokk soo wàññi ne security reason which security reason I talking about because what taxut accident wàññi taxut sàcc wàññi ko but they are there for themselves and most importantly they have been talking about this mandatory fine. Mandatory fine it's amut si motor traffic act. Mandatory fine is not amut si motor traffic act. We have a section 76, section 85 says punishment without no prosecution. No. So fake ne two man nga drive because it's just allegation. Police mun na ñam na li nga def fa bari fekk def loko because he needs something from you. Ñuy daw moto xam lañ ko. But da ngay fekk na driver bi nangu nu ko tuumale moo ko def. Su ko tuumale nag police am na droit jokko fine on that section. Nu su ko joxee loi jox na driver bi permit na ko 14 days pour mo fay xaalis xanaa loolu moo nekk di am dañ laa tooy ñu ne la léegi tey ñëw nga 2000 ngay fay 2000 dafa nekk xaalis caxa njëgu saako maalo fii ñaata ni ñoom la jëlee saako maalo soo ko mënee ñu ne léegi maa jox 500 nga may dina rek 2000 xoolal moo tax I think we need to visit our loss so that the revenue waa being collected nguur yi mën a ko njëriñ c'est too ñëw baadoo ku mel ni man nga ne ma léegi da ngay fay $2000 oh nga jox ma 500 nga sama poste do you think what am I going to do nu 500 la am dama laa jox 500 les state government nekkul di am dara moo tax police yëpp bëgg a nekk traffic officer police yëpp ku ko amul ku nekk traffic officer ne na ut jacket mu sol ko guddi taw si ko tali xanaa loolu rek mooy liggéey because xaalis bu fa nekk la they are not working, they are working for themselves. I will keep saying this so we can make arguments, so we can sit and make arguments. We have evidence against this. We are not enemies of police, but we make sure our people are being protected. But nekun dili yow dem fa nekk seen boppa du lu ñoo cañoo mandatory fine is not happening in the Traffic Act. You can visit it on a section 85A. Dafa ne police bi da ngay fa nekk naw so fa traffic 14 days dafa ko laas fayu xaalis bi now police am na doole put ko before the court will determine ba police mun naa ne yow yaa tuumal la lii rek bindale fayal li lu ñoo def yëpp lu ñoo collect in behalf of the government ak lu ñoo digam seen boppam moo gën a bal lu ñoo jox government we all know this we continue dina continuer di ko wax en tant que suñu ko bàyyut because ñun ñëpp dañ soxla alal bi no alal nguur dafa soxla alal bi and most important mooy diggante Gambia ak Sénégal coow li bari na fa Sénégalais transport union ñu ngi bloc ci moto yi loolu leen di def foo leen toll tey borom kër gi muy nii dina am discussion bu rëy suñu diggante ñu Macky Sall ñëw na fii attend na series of discussion with the councils wax nañ Gambia-Senegal benn bopp la kenn mënu ko xar ñaar but unfortunately ñun mënu dem Sénégal our passenger vehicles it's a concern
Habutunga Umar Lakumo Mwele, although it is not in Mandinka, but I have found Swako Minna, Wolon for police rule to make Kenya Miyalonko, Wolom Katandiko, ila Motor Traffic Act, a Camille for Jama Babije, Ayasabuko, Umar Kamintandi, Holonenko, police rule, Dolbije, Mantara Dokola, Banko Baro Dokole, Ekmole. Ako Niaji Benin Lonim Barotema, Eka Charging Minkela, Ayasabuko, police for Jama Babije, Sampang. Han media lan koy manke traffic officer ti kamuneke ni su ku dada marek e jeketo dunga dalo sido kam andung e kajel ko no fenete miyan ko akumata bakal actually bari ba min kala wolen ko nim ko no ba ko no fonna la fo sub minute den sina saw kata e kibar dol fona to miyan ko tembe wala misa bojang e umar la ko makam bay
mango sini abe ba ngame ngado moy
yemune moy But the police will they will respond to Umar because nimu allegation baldi natan ko mi jasatu Umar e mimfo natan ko police will badola do nola ako aya sa fon suto fon police dol fanka reflector dum e kalo silo kan den ibaje ko because ni momi yalon ko iba charge la 2000 da sika fay ko loni barote misa boy nim ko fon nyaji because nim monetary finding wala ni ko ya jo yem mom ta charge instantly to pay $2,000. If you need taxi to mutami and quite often ke Gambian police will man warning from don't be a warning so not all the police officers yalo but will be wolma warning patient from will becoming ko ninko loaning barote ma han yem muta mark if you spend to the make up no you have to pay you understand but now ko 2000 years ambe 2000 jo instead of paying 2000 saying in inte nyomboy Umar ko fote in inte nyomboy then you give me $500 you understand e kana wo fen ko so wo another corruption of me yalon ko wo e ka fo buko koma buko la cover multi because sai instead of buko kono jo e mantra buko kono jo kan e ka buko koma la jo e ka buko la cover la jo e ka jaka kolea ba kele fon pour ka corruption fon da ka kele dol fana ka min fola ni ko katandi ko nim police wo yemuta ya explain na understand by right I in the cable but police wo equipment so when it comes to IGP office the traffic area ma equipment so member sabul ko they have to do warning for the first time second time for the warning third time ye ticket wo because soto the only thing is ini offen kada ma yemute nyanko yesamba e koy ko ajo but dol fanke tumi wala katandi ko wo 2000 e ka mem fa ajo iko buko la mi yalan ko actually fang itaful no weda buko ni fa authenticate fa ma authenticate bari umar e mem fotendim police wol ya mo fo police wol fintla la bank ka section of court ko tenka ba ko police wol ko section court wol fo ba section of court la ka tan umar ko section carré wala sembo di mobile traffic act la pour actually yim manya ni manya yemna tombondi
you know dia mo nying kasiale
asiada
nyim bankum we have a long way to go. And then the shortest way to that long way is ning nsonta tonyama. Imbangu molbu ka son tonyama. Walen tonyati. Ngalon ne membe caring. You know, honestly, a sergeant in the army, for example, $6,000 is now $7,000 salary. You have at least bungo me along mo se lano ge 3525 yenda tala do kola yenda tala loptano yenda kol be kala yenda nawek jola yenda ko ngo jola e ka ko ngo famen to moni family wato wala siata itela half salary. So I think yes, Akamemfo is a point we all know. We see sometimes more me along definitely ngalon nyimu pia yol tamanke traffic officer nga jesi lo kan andara kayti nyinen kala amanda kam to fon sa ka kay tolle nyinen ka insurance le ela dixo le adunta gena funda yeah, we've seen that is true. And nobody, police cannot deny that. That's the truth. We know whether they lack manpower also, that is another topic. And I think generally that is not something me alone most in police is most a kukendo for ima in that regard. But I think even though what they are doing is wrong, I also would think that we need to talk to government and engage government to look into the welfare of our gallant men and women in uniform, in the army, in the prisons, you know, in the police, because these are people many along even looking for banko na fale, but ni man jada kendi asoto ibuka jada kendi adino, doctor na sasata, abuka mo jaga no. Because so our police, they can do much because, come on, you need money to live, believe it or not, and you need money to implement, to enforce those laws. Because it's a funnel, your level has to, you know, your head has to be, you know, cool, not hot. But it's a funnel, a landlord, a lot of pressure on you, and the opportunity that you have is can make so near criminal or muta, yasamba wala ine most of muta me offense ke me luati ya samba luato ni asamba luato koro menka joja abaka na mugene iteya abaka citizen of one of her. That's the truth. So sometimes you tend to say, come on, 2,000 and I don't see it, give me 500, you go away. It's because yes, they need to have that integrity, they need to have that attitude of a good citizen, yes, but something helps that, and that is it all fana offense to me along is a ifang fenkenwala. But you are giving somebody 3,000. Gambia benyame. To be honest with you, these are
good checkpoint of Nasiata, Asabu checkpoint because of corruption. I Asableco, police or Ladukaranti, Asab Kurota driver, Kasabuko, checkpoint or Kalusilo Kam, Mialanko, and they were part of the agreement Catholic checkpoint to tell. But it had a 5-10 minutes damar eka checkpoint, 5-10 make a checkpoint. Drive will phone coming for Lonko, they don't even know min don't slow down to checkpoint.
You know, that is true. These are things that we are living by every day, that we are living in every day. You know, but security, most as you know, requires it. But the reality is this. I'm not a security expert. But one thing I know is intelligence is the most resourceful aspect. Ninata security. Unfortunately, you cannot get intelligence if everybody is seeing you. To get intelligence, you need to go in the dark. But unfortunately, intelligence and insecurity. But with all that, nothing is changing. People are just doing what they need to do because they know where you are. So I think the police should go into digitization. Police should go into getting new strategies of policing, which usually will leverage digital or electronic devices. Last time, you see, this country is in a mess and it's not in the competent hands.
It's a mess.
Yes, it's a mess. That's the truth. I cannot understand why police officers cannot even have a police camera, a body camera.
A body cam.
Me yalon ini driver be cheka nyameng ani ite fa wala safety moment from be te sutla ibalon nale hani te fata. But you can give new pickups to people, just an individual, just for saying, I joined this party.
Eh?
Our clinics don't have what it takes. You have police stations that don't have, cars, mobility, but you can give one individual.
But if more was already a pick up more because
anyway, we will come to that. But what we are telling you, Omar coming forward again, he made mention of Senegal and Gambia. You see, that's a lie. Senegal and Gambia, that's not true. People are just saying it. That's not true. I never believed in it, and I know it's not true. Yes,
Senegal and Gambia.
It's not the same.
But when Senegal, you talk about Senegal, you talk about, Yeah.
Is there any place in Senegal that is named after Gambia? Is there any place in Senegal that is named after Gambia or a part of Gambia? I'm asking. If you know, I don't know. I want people to educate me on this.
I don't know, but viewers will.
Yeah, but I want to be educated. How many times has Geliba Kouyaté played in Senegal? How many times have ST played in Senegal? Let's be frank. Yes, we are close. We understand that. Yes, we have a common ancestry. Yes, but that doesn't make us the same. Money is money. But the dollar and the Gambian dollars here, they are not the same. They are all money, but they are not the same. So we don't have to make Senegal and Gambia alike because it is not. And even if we try, it is only one side who is trying, and which is Gambia.
So
because look at what Omar is saying.
Gambia is just trying to be with Senegal, but Senegal
but that's the truth now. Yes, it's difficult for people to hear it, but that's the truth. What Antoniati? Because all the efforts that we do are officials.
But you Senegal could make a Gambia what Gambia fast to maintain peace and stability.
I come in fast.
Don't go in past time or bring water.
That was their interest.
Their interest.
And up to date is their interest. The Senegal, we have seen. What have we seen? Let's look at Jammeh's time. Safer rate Gambian dollars against today, going forward. Let's look at our import dependency on Senegal before Jammeh left and today. Let's look at our economy. We are heavily reliant on Senegal. And that is killing the dollar, see? That is killing our economy. And you still want to think that they are helping us.
We are heavily reliant on Senegal. Doli minta ni walang ko sa Gambia fanko almost isa funo 3/4 of Gambia fanko be gra Senegal. Tumumna iko container ning business will be. Fiongo fe ya be ka bonon Senegal.
But before fanko, which is very important. Hani Allah na President Adam Barrow is just under Senegal. That's the truth.
Yeah, Barrow.
Yes.
Barrow as a president cannot be under Senegal.
He is. And even the Gambia is under Senegal. What is sovereignty? To have independence to do determine things by your own. But when you yourself who should determine, you are not protected by your own, you are protected by Senegalese, who can decide to do whatever they want to do with you at any time. And now you are telling us what? Come on, that's the truth. They can remote control you anytime because they have the most important aspect of national security, which is intelligence.
Important thing, because Senegal is fully controlling Gambia when it comes.
Believe it or not, Senegal has a very powerful, hand in our affairs as a country. Not the economy, not our health, not our security, not even our politics. They have.
But Jamaba coming for Senegal and Gambia ko fara ni jamba katanlo. Sinyo kubika sinyo car and then Senegal la.
Min sinyo kubuka sinyo car. Woto Cairo le nyanta tarlan tema. Nyola fo le nyanta tarlan tema. Respect ko le nyanta tarlan tema. Nyo kumaya. Ndo le nyanta tarlan tema. Nte maje. Nta fono la tije ba nto maje de. Because I cannot understand why you present Gambian dalasi in Senegal. They tell you, "Nundu de jelly li phobia." I can't tell a granny of in 20, I think 16 or thereabout. You go, I go with my passport, original photocopy of my passport. They tell you, you give it to Senegal. They say li phobia, dagal ticket. Okay, come on, let's be frank. They don't even respect us. Yes, we are neighbors, but that doesn't mean you're not telling the truth. Any more at the same mother and father. This is the case with Senegal. It doesn't mean that.
Bojang ECOWAS come important katande ko ECOWAS no free movement nyande kala ECOWAS yamira ko ni total liko free movement in ECOWAS.
It's very important and I support it. But the sad reality is none of these people are interested in that. Because if there is free movement, who moves freely between here and Senegal? Let's be frank. And Senegal and Gambia, they're supposed to be the examples because their nature of relationship, geographically, socially, politically, religiously, tells you that there is a lot that we can do easily. But that is not happening, let's be frank. That is not happening. That is not happening.
Okay, bamin kala wala ni ko sign correction o damin to wala ni ko fo Umar Cissé mimfo ay kuma kangol mim fay kabo kata police la department police fo e batara in any mood pour ka correction mo da kalon kaftandi ko Umar kam mimfo e ko soto balolum e fenno mi yalan ko what is going to be their response before ngalon ko Umar mimfo je wolam traffic checkpoint ol siatale police ol kunami role instead of katiketo kuntu and luatable pour katiketo fon kuntu within isaf moy ko instantly because taxi mi yalan ko aka do ko ke di pade aka 500 to verse ika fo e ko 2000 o jo o 2000 boni min tol na ma jo ne kay ko sign instead of 2000 o jo e 500 dina adia mo ka sel Umar en tumiro lemuta e la police ol kan so bare police ol I don't know whether si sawo pare pour ka respond ke kabonal department oto nin ko mada bakal bare police of land traffic de ngale la ko lo nyoko na bakal Gambe no dol ko politician e ko yamma molo la politician ko renka badol fana ko politician nyon kon ko ron politician beti e ka falen nole watu wate diate all of a sudden Sabal was at UDP before bina UDP abe APRC from APRC dol Canada boro dara APRC UDP silenka kilinda malek e ka sawunta atara MPP ine na kalam ko ine amira ko Sabal ko sawunta kata MPP
yeah, by a long interview them though, but I don't think it's of relevance for Gambians to talk about Sabali. Amanke Gambela na Fatika Sabali Diam. One, Sabali is just a human being just like everybody. Two, he's a Gambian just like everybody. Amankumaya moti, mumankumaya. As simple as that. Among friends of the menta metamoti. Among friends of the menta metamoti. Since you So I don't think it's of relevance. I think what Gambians should look at is, we should look at how do we take this country. And anyone who probably, for whatever reason, decided to live that way, or decided to go that way, is the individual's decision. So it's a personal decision. But then, I would respond to the issue of politician will be No, it is not like that. Again, for politician more than I'll say no politician. Politician. Along Adiamole man there, but Gambian for only politician will ke ibenyane.
Gambian for only politician will ke ibenyane.
Yes. one, they have given that high expectation. And that is one of the reasons. And yakarte la bakele. Okay, and wala ya nina batabi be caring. Politician olem kulio yakuman. Ngazimbondo yakuman. Kongre yakuman. Gamo yakuman. Mosa sarap dano yakuman. And nyimbe na man fon feng ditela fay pare ku fay paso jo kana iteya. And abe politiko menna ibuka ajo mo buka ajo. Abe diam ka ite toyal.
But do politiko na faleti and be na fanyi na wala ka sabu ka up and down okay.
Mbe wala fueka wala mistake ko nyinti. Politiko la na fa menti wala pour politicien no ye nya lo manzakunda kan manzakunda ma menke ya fe ale manyinke alnyanta ka kele. Wala politicien no to ko. Bagamante kama kata bade to ka kodo di kulliol ani wosi fal ka tolal di lela. Waka menke walem alka sable politicien no ka bogi. Ibuka bogi damma e kata ko di nyinola le. Andu nga tonya fo nyoye nto be afta gambe
but bojele ka min fote wala politiko mjenne njayol lut.
Ba gambe no la ke woltiko. Ma fo politiko mo wolde ba nga ke wolde.
Ha bari ni ko sangol kulliol tek lalu mala kafnya de ngan sin janjangol ko anyenda kata wol be cover den nata data wol be cover 5 fendi at the end of the day imanta jot
ba amal la fu wokela because a time of on table ba nka wolek di la instead of can no politician rate based on ye munen no is ye mun ideal soto is munen na fa soto ni ninga na sembo dilla ninga na nafulo dilla mbuko wo gibe jumale kata sangdulato jumale kata kulliola woman banko samba that is a social function. Now, when you ask politicians to do that, and they need something to do that, ima soto. What can you see fast? What politician a business table, friend table? What can you see fast?
But bojang jani ika ke politician wala jani ka palaso mara ini mo leka up and down. Wo up and down oni ikata ya nyata ndila le pour kada tekila e pour kada manyo bitol la kada ngansin janjango la nim ku koton Nita fay palaso pana mara. People are expecting ko ilafte any menguro nyama because at the end of the day ni manke wonya ba fule ko yefang wara.
You are not getting my point.
Nga lo nek dabi. Wala nin ko politicians they spend lot. So they are not expecting anything. At the end of the day for bore it will quote.
I'm just telling you that is a factor in our politics. Nkana politician rate nyaming is wrong. We rate our politicians based on what they give us. Monetarily, most times. And that is wrong. Wale atina na politiko be dunta nyokono because na kodole la na politiko kono. Nga fa. Meyal, you see, you have somebody who is free about a cold cake and no. We have a country meyalo, ibe politiko to imanda politiko to, ibe munafango so no la, ibe ifang se fang munafan no. Ku jamal doli yake itakela. This is what I'm trying to talk about. We should begin as a country, politicians will give you more, but that does not justify politicians will jump from this point to another. No, flip-flopping manche kuti meyalo. You see, politics or everything that you do in the world should be based on consistency, should be based on values, should be based on philosophy, should be based on principles. Ilata menna. But be ilata nyina sama ila dola. Be ilata nyina sama ila dola. Woman ke kuti meyalo moselano. Ano ni momo kontelano la politician la ha. I got to the call for because ngaji itole. But then let's also understand that ndolfana ka politician will rate nyaming is wrong.
Ngere nyaming.
Ha. Our expectation of politicians is wrong. It's the wrong expectation. Ning lafta na political senia, nyanda kana political kenyame wala na politician will rate based on ila performance. As to ila idea and ning what they think they could do. And in Tolfonga menje ye men keno. To be in cabinet and people rate you high is not politics. Cabinet is an opportunity, it's a position that you can give anyone. But we have to rate our people based on their performance. Ye mune keno. And that should not be based on oh, he was former presidential district, or he was this, or he was that. No, it should be based on gamenge, tangible. Because position of momo se tanga no jail. But before position, I'm gonna kill na fai. So, I think Sabally has the right to move, and just like everybody. But Sabally I blame the leadership of this country. And that does not, the leadership of the country, and that does not only mean, allow me.
What do you mean by
that? That does not only mean the president, but even the political leaders. What is good is good. What is bad is bad.
So what is bad about this issue?
Good. Who is Sabally? He was somebody who served this country, isn't it? But he was also somebody who the commission said served the country wrongly. And the same government that banned him, and the same party that spearheaded that, they are the ones who gave him a hero's welcome, just for joining their party. But that's the truth now. Somebody who is banned to serve, at least for 10 years. Allow me, I'm coming.
But we have Sabal ban. And then, Wobe abe UDP. And then, Abba Masakunda castigate kan kafe.
Sabali Mantrano UDP kabe ban. That's the truth. We all know that. He was in there. After the Ghana Commission, Sabali came to UDP. Not before that.
Before that, I'm under UDP.
Me only explain Kayako. We have to be decent as a country. And we have to believe in what we say. If we are a country of good people, a country that is principled, I am not saying the ban on Sabali is fair. I am not saying the ban on Sabali is legal, is unconstitutional, is this. No. I am saying when we have established institutions and they declare something, I think what we need to do is to see how true and how untrue that is. But today, you ban Abdullah Bojang because he's not in the same party with you. And he had a mistake when he was serving the country, you ban him. That ban can be lifted if he joins you. You are trying to buy everybody.
So you think that's fair?
That is not fair, and that is what is happening. So don't be surprised everybody is going to go to NPP. Because even if you kill, you can go to NPP and you are okay. That is what you're telling us. Somebody who, somebody whom everybody by the commission said, okay, he did this, he did that. Wakamala nga ban. And woma sekunda killing ya approve ko ha commission ale men for tonyale. Wo bano bitale. Womo killing na ndaka banko nyini kundoto alkata sosula. Ba parce que mo jawolem banko jawolem ay banko dimola na fulole tinya. Waya tol demi anatole masakunda Allah taka make sure mo kana tulum banko dingol la. Je wo bano among even 10 years so iko at least na doya. Among 10 years of 7 years kendo fa masono. Anata atoli ado ale bilol change.
Bari imam bano bonda kan polo.
Bari bilol change ne membe o sabo. Also anata kan ale moto diala.
Bari imam position diala.
Allow me. It's not about position. Already positional diala.
Bari kata palaso marale ya
allow me, I don't deny that. What is public service? What is public service? Kado koche jamae. Ni be politiko la. Ibe do koche kan jamali.
Yeah.
Ngatonya for you.
Okay.
We are not talking about salaried work, remunerated work. We are talking about service to the nation. I'm doing service to this country. Because I'm here all the time, kana time oblankana nimbanko dingol kakacha.
Yeah.
Dolma mellong ya long, mfana ma mellong along ito. That is nation building. That is public service. So you cannot tell me, oh, he's not working for the country because he is not salaried. Imajo, amang kangfajo soto. No. Woni wo bira wo botale. Mol kuninta katambi botole. Public service, you are a public servant. You are not paid, yes, but you are a public servant because you are doing service for the nation, for the public. And that's what Sabali was doing. Yes. So what we are trying to say is this. Sabali has right to join, but I think Sabali joined, and you are using the state house, which is tax paid, to welcome somebody into your party, which is private. NPP is not the government of the country. Yes, it's a party that is running, but it is a legal entity separate from Gambia government. So if Sabali is to come, if at all decency is there in our politics, if Sabali is to come, it should have been that the NPP headquarters or bureau.
But Dolko,
I'm coming. Yeah, no, don't break. No, so that you get my point. Two, a day where the president should be engaged in thinking how to develop this country and at the state house. where you are using our officials to do NPP function instead of national function, because that was NPP function. And I don't think Tabali himself should allow that, if he is true to himself and to what he preaches. Again, looking at the economic situation and how difficult our country is, you go to police stations that don't even have a motorbike. You go to hospitals that don't even have an ambulance or clinics. They have to trek 50 kilometers, 40 kilometers to go to a referral hospital. You don't give them ambulance, but you can give somebody who just joined your party, who is even on the ban. The ban is not lifted, a pickup. Wherever the pickup is coming from is not my point. My point is, how do we, who are our heroes? Do we know? Who is our hero? Do we even have standards anymore? Because it means just by joining MPP, you could be a hero. Just by joining UDP, you could be a hero. Just by joining a political party, you could be a hero. That is so cheap. Woman tell the banko samba. Because many of the told diala is it a mobile or it NPP.
But Dolphina coming for them, President ya Fonunjang, some maybe 2 weeks back, Katandiko. A pareta puru a ka dabo ele banko dingol be mole kafunya makadugo dolgo fon sabal tata bring to momina aya jeko am the campaign manager of United Democratic Party bari akono as a campaign manager that doesn't mean because him party full in fact stano le ba president for le mobe welcome then I can go there ngado ko ke banko develop imame ro ko mo fana sekeno sabaleta MPP.
You see, let us be fair. I cannot tell you exactly what the reason of Sabali is to go to NPP, because I am not Sabali and I cannot speak for him. But one thing we know as human beings, as Gambians, as Muslims, as brothers to Sabali, is Babo, His Excellency, has been asking people to join his party to serve this country. And that is exactly what is expected of him as the head of state. Because we like it or not, he's our head of state. We vote for him or not, he's our head of state. We like it or not, it's our tax that is paying him. He likes it or not, it's our tax that is paying him. But looking for the interest of this country doesn't mean you have to join NPP. Working for the interest of this country doesn't mean you have to join NPP. It doesn't have to be that. We are fighting for a Gambia for everyone, not a Gambia for a selected few. If you want to make sure that after you banko mobile banko mobile se kunno akono, it cannot detain. So ni mantara MPP ni banko ka detail. Woman banko samba.
Ni mantara MPP.
Ni banko ka detail because that's what you are telling, and that's what you are saying. Look, how many situations have we seen in this country? How many investigations let's set ye dissolve?
Investigation panel.
Ye dissolve. The Russian oil amami ye dissolve. Why? And who are those involved? Again, the president saying you cannot be neutral in governance. You either with me or you are the opposition. It means the president is saying if you want to be free, you have to be NPP. If you don't, come on, go to the opposition. Do you think that's what it's supposed to be? Let's assume God declared that you are either a human being because you are Muslim or you are not a human being.
Don't fana ko fe ko otu malaka fanya wato tambita non jang wota mo fana natum ko if you are not fully APRC place bo place be kamara and the recommendations no coming. Don't go in fact amanke ko video follow. Fenene we recall.
Okay, let's be frank. You see, I support APRC. That doesn't mean I have to be a griot for them. No, for me, I'm a human being with conscience. You know. What I think is right, I tell you that is right. What I think is wrong, I tell you. We may differ. You see, let me tell you. Baro is using largely APRC playbook. Baro is using APRC playbook. APRC la tamanya. Politicoso, he is using part of it. Even though he has left some part. Especially when it comes to security and other aspects. But he is using boys of Sabah is APRC boy, is Jammeh boy. Siringa is Jammeh boy. These are people that Jammeh made, you know, what they are, made them to be what they are today. So he's using them. He's going back to the old guards of APRC. I'm going to say that old guard is past, but they are old. So I understand that. But is that not what we want to change, all of us? Is that not what we said? Okay, we are going to change that in 2016. Those that wanted change, yes. That's what we wanted, to make sure that we have a country that is fit and is a country for all. But we don't have a country for all. And if you don't have a country for all, and you have somebody out there telling you that I have the power, so if you don't come to me, I'm not going to take care of you. He is, for God's sake, a president for the entire country. For those that love him, for those that don't love him. Just like God is. Do you have people that don't love God, but he's there for all?
Dolko Sabal as a campaign manager, former campaign manager of United Democratic Party, UDP, eko alabo akra UDP kule miyanko imenyi lala. Bari mbije ko denke ngununo ko masta ko denke iko another big man or another icon mi yalon ko actually insafuno ko nyon tangola fanata UDP ko no iba bonde kane pour ka sawundi kunu wolkata rumosti Bajamba Bojang mi yalon ko the fourth national president of United Democratic Party dolko kumota la fafuta bar kere fatu nata nyenen karoke katandi ko fo Bajamba wade something true abdaka MPP de fama datakan anim Bajamba la conversation ni kere mi de wala ni ko Bajamba tandala ko ate abikata bi ate amanda takan MPP bari wonara ka fente mi yalan ko iko one man mi yanko ka fa Serim Bojang mi yalan ko iko MPP la sympathize la mati atelen ko ni muta aya be facilitate bari bin nata audio moy Serim ko kere fatu e Bajamba nga audio ite fo audio moyle ako kere fatu e Bajamba fo put on record ama fo Bajamba odi amol siatal annum fana aba legal action ta kam pour ka kere fatu ka samba kitiola ane yalon so dol fanko min fo lon ni ko sainteng nin tembena MPP ba pare na pour ka 2026 mda ka set up ka parendi ilafta nyami huk o hak sabal fana silence break le ko hunin huba aba pare na pour ka mol fiddi pour ka MPP support.
Yes, you know, Atata Gewole Kamala. So that's very fair. If he does not do that, what is he going to do? Is he going to join MPP? I see no. He went there for that. So let him do his job, and that's fine. That's his right. But what we are trying to talk about is na political notale aman standard soto.
Gambia political.
Ha! And that is what we need to change. Banko tita ay sania ay nyarada soto ni ila politiko ma nyarada soto aman sania nga fo moli hey apart from alayenda men kan fentije men kumayata politiko wallahi
apart from sugoni saloni
apart from alayenda men kan
sugoni saloni jaka
fentije men kumayata politiko bare Gambia nga wala gina doyandi wala ko ma standard soto isita sama bi yemo la kodo ta banko kodo ya be puso pasa wala ku ke me ala anin silo manta ma sekunda e muta akola isa free no ni ta ta join ta political party to member semboto wala me ala e sembo so le banko kan andum ibe muna ibe chikala ko so you don't expect
but asatare o manual beke ye lual be so ko kam wala kodo pisil pasa ko
but we have seen that now. Yes, we have seen that. No, somebody is a case in point. But it's the commission that says that. And the same government said, yes, what the commission said is true. He wanted to run parliamentary. He got because Sabali Menke and Luamanta. I joined the UDP, UDP has celebrate. Even though UDP done a commission on it, you supposed to run back. You celebrate. About a UDP, MPP for number celebrate can UDP ko come for wala non ko man standard la soto
baro ko nyana ko suku de wardi man suku de fombe ka nyo
this is it and he's right, they are all the same, that's the truth.
But MPP ni UDP fo be nyo falim wala ke because Ibrahima Soriba is from MPP to UDP ako MPP tinyala tarambulul matata fu kan kol bet ndo ko don MPP party mi ko 2026 mo kane mira bari all of a sudden full campaign manager fana wututa from UDP atara MPP. And
that is why Gambians should be careful and should be wise. We should not be in this circle of MPP, UDP. No. And one thing we are doing, which is not good, let us know who our heroes are. Let us know who love this country. Because I've been not party. Why are we giving heroes welcome to anyone who just comes up?
Imariko fonyade namantana patito amambetia
namantana patito ay ko ku hani membetia amambetia ba na be na patito hani membetia na ka betia na politiko be wala nyama wala na banko dita because kubu ka banko sambana wanki ala politiko banko ka tara nyamen ala politiko ba wala nyama banko la politiko be nyame ala banko ka tara wala nyama ils sont dans la man so wala to nyata woto nga try na politiko ntol dindingol memba kono anin kebal nga hajiro tu nga kuke me yalon a correcta ge hanin na suwol kono mol sem mo nande manta mo nenkande tumando ba da nga wugi bakale bare nendu ko manta na kutu hani muso men fututa alors ite la ka futu comme ite ine mon futu la ka futu ite la old family fon ka fele ha ntol de ninga sotonu yeta musu
fondinke
ha dinno na tonya fo nyoy e ba ntol jang na politiko mo me yala atata jara na fele awuluta fo na ta muso le for example awuluta fa la kono banda na ta jang ka wala ke mañoti but when it comes to marriage we have a different standard when it comes to politics it's a different standard and you are making us believe that politico mulia folti toñante politico man mulia folti politico mo ala batol mose ala soto no politico kono mose argana soto politico kono ni ake ku
beso ni ku kendol ni
ba en dol fom na
bari politico fana ni koy sa ku ko e ala soto no jere bari sa ala tano fana soto no
ba ngore jadi ka wuli ka biye wuli ya fo sama ye sawo ye wuli ya do fana fo jana annum ala kutige amen kong katambi fania foti anim musubuloti for example divorce
boja molni da trust la gamben politician wala ba 26 pla kanana
parce que hakilo lebe molla gambien nol nyanta ki miga bak e ke lele moy politicien nol bak e ke politicien nol ko investigate bak gambien nol ka bo nyame kata for example wali nata ka bole nyama politico la ko long e ka wali la tra ko lo nyame ka mogal hérité la tra ko lo nyame e ka politicien nol lo wala nyama e ba lon na le jumala se ngim banko sambane jumala ta sambala no woto gambian nol la politicien lombalia wala e ka nimise men sur politicien to is because ibuka politicien nol karan ibuke kitabu jibe
ike turumbe
nga kono le UDP même muta wala wote rek banko ko wala MPP même muta wala wote APRC même muta wala ani nyenta ka gibele ika men dinna jumalem
boja watu bantal fereng iko APRC foi sa murno e kino kilinte ba because dol ko be kilata kele kilinte
wallahi ni ayata bi alabe 1 second dile na semboto ibe mugna nyoka 1 minute do 1 second sa na dina ibe mugna nyoka wala ntela jegoti wala ntela na fati wala ngambela na fati wala be na fati APRC la janjang e family janjang ye futu janjang ye molla kafnyo ya janjang ye banko janjang
APRC la
ha parce que ika mol gele me nyimbe jang hani foñi kono o mu kay won mol me wala wuluta wala sita politico kamani ndo ko debe no alance ndo ko debe tombo njaata for example ita nyoto fola ibe in fact musol ka bula akamala musol futol ka ba akamala imalo membe kere akan dimi nyamen yimbe na politician la cause and there is lack of leadership for that 7 years you cannot solve a problem and I think the president, his excellency former president, should really do something. He has the power. He can just call and then go back killing. That's what we want.
Jammeh has the power to just one phone call.
I believe so. Yes.
But I mean, Jammeh call ke. Fabakar Tombo jata mi yalon ko right now tenting. Atalong asembe ma balam. Ni atalong coming aje ko Jammeh kamim fuad ni atal sloman.
I can tell you one thing. I have never sat with Jammeh like this. I have shook hands with him severally as a head boy, as a school representative in Kanilai and on his stores and whatnot. I can tell you that. I have gone as close as this to him. We have, a lot of things, but not to sit and talk or so. But I have equally sat with Tombo, and I know the type of human being he is. So I know one thing. If Jammeh takes his phone and calls Tombo, I believe Tombo Nginebadu. That's my belief.
So what about Tombo?
That is how I see the thing. So I believe if he calls and say, okay, I want us to do it this way, believe it or not, I believe something is going to happen.
So you believe Tombong with Fabakar Moflurek Nimko is going to be solved?
Believe it or not, yes.
Just phone
call.
He
can just phone call. That today I call, menta meda atambitale, mbenga mistake kele, left the party ke kilinti. Ya Tamba, meet with Tombong, discuss a way out in the interest of the Gambia. Believe it or not, it can be worked out.
Time of Bantal friend, what is your expectation 2026?
It's too early to have. But one thing I can tell you, if Barrow continues on this trajectory, yes, victory is in the hands of God. But as a human being, I believe if the country is really observant and the country really wants change, he cannot make it. MPP cannot make it.
MPP cannot make it.
No.
Now continue to take.
Now continue to you don't have any. Hey, what you want is this country to go. But if the country is not going, who would support that? I will not support that.
Abaraka bake honorable ABLIE Bojang ninde kadana gesko te bi ngatentu ngajay ngamol be tentu ngejay mbafuna mobe ko Merry Christmas to you banko kan anim banko e bantala anim bana kana dun sankuto min kono bamol fana be kontonna aro mari ngadunga kono kayra kono ngafinta kono kayra kono be duwala sankuta jamala na cousin sol na family lamin sibi karanga be jibero mbafle ko baraka bake always I am so proud of my brothers. I'm proud of my brothers, I'm proud of my family, I'm proud of my cousins. Mbafle ko ala baraka bake always ikataram fele. George na powerful editor mi yalan ko mbafle ko da atelam the king of the editor ti Eyeafrica. George mbafle ko George Mendy mbafle ko abaraka bake. Merry Christmas to you in your family in Lameng, in Sifo, in Kitty, Kasakunda, everywhere in Bafaleko, Aparaka Bake. The most important thing for Naminko Banko Kangani Banko Bantala. Merry Christmas to you. Allah Baraka Bake, Nene Mes Bojang, B Studio Kono, Bafala Molbeko, Allah Baraka, Gachenjarama. For Sama, BTLO program Nene Mes Bojang, ABLIE Bojang.